in the fucker scarf. Hi, hello, my name is Erin, and you're watching me try to find my singing voice. Again. We used to sing somewhat professionally. We got voice lessons aged 5 to 18, but we had to take a step back in the last couple of years because of both physical and mental health issues. This series is our attempt on working our way back to both singing skill and confidence.
You're very welcome to join us on this journey.
Hi, love. Last episode we tried to pinpoint issues, and that was quite technical and mentally challenging. So this episode is the complete opposite. Trying out new things. The first section is experimenting and having fun with vocal techniques. Let's go. We tried out 3 new things. Vocal flips, which is rapidly switching between the registers of your voice. The second thing was growl or raspy singing. And whistle notes, which you can very famously hear from Whitney Houston or Ariana Grande. Remember, this was mostly us fucking around and finding out, not really trying to be perfect, but more trying to experiment and find the joy in learning things about singing again. So, here's how it went. If you've been in the pop music sphere all in the last year, you're aware of Chappell Roan, and then you're aware of her vocal flips, which are very prominent and very beautiful. So we try to figure out how that works on our own first. We didn't research shit for this one. All that we did was sing a low note with the chest voice, then sing a high note with the head voice, and try to slowly work towards shortening the gap between those 2 notes.
Oh, I feel it though. This is hard work though, Chapel. What you doing?
I'd say it went quite okay. If what we're doing here is indeed vocal flipping and not just very precise volume control, try to connect the 2 modes and sure. Those are the beginnings of vocal flipping. The next thing we tried was vocal fry, adding vocal fry to singing. We watched a couple videos and read some articles on how to activate vocal fry.
Oh, give me fuel, yeah, hey, hey.
The one for fry was go as low as you can. This is the vocal fry. I don't know how to incorporate it in singing though, but when I'm talking, I can activate it. So let's just talk in a pitch. Let's just talk in a certain pitch. Let's 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 talk. Let's talk in a certain baby. It feels very foreign.
For some reason, our catchphrase became, I'm a cool guy.
Back in Texas, back in Houston, I got my truck. Back in Houston.
Texas Roadhouse.
Back in Texas, my pickup truck, American flag. Mind you, we're German and grew up in Switzerland. Back in... Fuck. I lost the cool guy. I'm a cool guy. I'm a cool guy. I'm a cool guy. No, fuck.
Dudes trying to be cool and have a lower voice than I actually have is what we associate with vocal fry. So I'm a cool guy. Kind of helped us activate the vocal fry.
I'm a cool guy. I'm a cool guy. I'm a cool guy. I'm a cool girl. I'm a cool guy.
So that was helpful in helping us identify what the vocal fry is and trying to isolate our vocal fry. Also, for what vocal fry is, these are your vocal cords. And usually they move like this. And vocal fry is when you vibrate them so hard they slap against the walls. That's vocal fry. We managed to come up with this kind of gliding exercise of starting singing and then going into vocal fry and then going back into singing and going back into vocal fry. Gliding in between the 2 modes of voice and trying to connect them. It took us a long time to figure out how to activate the vocal cords and fry at the same time, like the singing voice and the vocal fry at the same time, but we managed to get that. The goal here, again, was to eventually sing with growl or rasp, like the singer, I think Gracie from Lawrence. This clip was viral a year ago and people started bullying them. For us, that's vocal goals. That's very nice, very good. And we did come up with our own exercise, which is you do a scale and you start with vocal fry and go into normal voice and go back into vocal fry, but do it for the different notes in a scale and then also do that on the different vocals like A, E, I, O, U.
Vocal fry. Vocal fry. Vocal
We did these exercises for a while, and I am very happy to report that today our vocal fry is a lot more prominent than it used to be. Also, nowadays it's somewhat prominent on our speaking voice, like it's there, and it used to not be here at all.
Make the sweat drip out of every pore.
That's nice, what we want to see. Then the last thing we tried out with vocal skills that day, or like that period, was whistle notes. Whistling is accessing a register higher than your head voice and falsetto, which we had never accessed before. We watched a couple videos to try to figure out how to get there, warming up with woo, woo, woo.
Buzz the note and just open your mouth.
Dude.
What?
Beautiful. We had absolutely no clue how to do that. I'm happy to say that after watching the video and after trying out, we still have absolutely no fucking idea how to do that. Also, watching a lot of these clips back, we definitely need to spend more time practicing aligning our jaw properly and like keeping it relaxed. We also just couldn't keep it together for the whistling note exercises because we had no idea what we were doing. It was just horrible. We tried this other technique which worked better, but it's still not there.
Called the yawny whistle. You're gonna drop your jaw to form an ah vowel, and then you're gonna whistle through that. You may feel like you're kind of pressing against the breath, or kind of pressing against the vocal cords. So it's kind of like, just like that. And it's okay if there's like a couple of bubbles, like, kind of sound in there, but you're really just trying to get that.
We have not managed to access the whistle register yet. We have also not really tried again. We'll try again at some point for sure, but we have not accessed that. Still completely foreign to me. We can't. And after doing all of that, our voice was very tired, and so we stopped. It's hurting. No more. And that's all we did for the vocal skills, for trying out new vocal skills. We tried out the 3 new vocal skills. I'd say we were successful in vocal flipping. We would just need to practice this more consistently to actually get good at it and do it consistently. And the rasp, I'd say we actually got quite far with. We did do the exercise that we came up with a lot after this, and I think that it got better. So that was successful. Whistling, fail. Girl, what the fuck. So that was the vocal skills. And now jumping into another aspect. We've already mentioned that we've been writing songs for a long time. We used to also share the songs with people, and use strangers on the internet, but we became too scared and too fearful to do that. But that is one of our goals, to be able to, make music with people and for people again. And since the internet is a good way to, put your little paws in the water of social interactions, we started looking into music making and getting our songs into fully finished artworks. So if you remember the mind map, in between personal growth and stage presence, we have music production. We started out with researching equipment and getting some secondhand equipment. We got ourselves a microphone, cables, and an audio interface. And then we were also graced with an electric guitar because we can borrow our partners. So armed with all that stuff and a music production software, we started experimenting. We very quickly learned that having a quality microphone does not solve all of our issues with microphones picking up background noise or with all. So we tried to come up with, we researched some DIY solutions that weren't remodel your house, because I rent, obviously. So I can't remodel this house. So, we did the blanket thing, wrapping blankets around us. And, it did help. It was, successful in making the audio crisp and clear and with less noise interference. But, shit got hot. Shit got really steamy and sweaty under there. So we tried looking for a different solution, and eventually we managed to find this little spot out here in our fabric stash closet. We thought, put it there because, it's there, it can stand, we can stand, and there's a lot of dampening of sound because there's so much fabric stored in there. We had it like that for a while, just on its little shelf in the fabric storage cupboard, and then eventually we upgraded to putting some actual foam sound reduction. That's where we're at still today. We still put blankets over the doors so that we can keep the noise that goes out of our apartment down to a minimum, so that we don't annoy our neighbors too much when we're fry screaming into the microphone for 10 minutes to try to get the perfect scream. The other thing that we managed to improve about the recording situation is that we managed to switch where our music supplies and piano is. The piano is now here on the other side of the recording closet. And that makes it so that we don't have to continuously build up and then take down the audio interface, the microphone, the cables, the computer, everything. We can just leave it all there, and when we want to record or something, we can just turn it on and it's good to go. And thus, production logistics are covered for now, which was this very first step into veering into music production territory. We did start watching some videos on music production, but we have not found a series that we really like or want to stick with yet. If you have any suggestions, let me know. And the first song we started producing is called Past You. We chose this song as the first one to learn producing with, because we couldn't figure out how to finish the end acoustically. We needed electronic music to finish the song. So that's why we start with that one. We are not quite done with Past You yet. We're still working on it a year later. Energy comes sporadically. We don't have that much of it to spend on things we like making music. It's a song we wrote in... Recording for it has so far gone fine. Recording is still the stuff we struggle with most. We struggle with this song. We're noticing how perfectionist we are. This is where the perfectionism really show through for us, because we cannot accept any tiny little snippet of vocals to not be perfect. And that's a bit insane, because in the ensemble, all the voices together usually sounds fine, but it's in our head that it all needs to be perfect, so it's not done yet. It will be done hopefully by the time we're around to publishing these videos and you see this. So keep a watch out for our first ever real full-on real song that we produced and recorded properly, which has been a long-term goal and a big part of this journey. I'd say we're 80% done. We need maybe 5% of vocals still recorded, all the rest is done, and then we need to learn mastering and whatever the fuck that is. I don't even know what that is at this point. But we'll figure that out, we'll learn that, and then we'll carry on and finish the song, hopefully soon, hopefully by the time these videos are up. And that's how far we got with those. That's it so far. It's still a journey, we're still learning, and that's okay. We're trying to just show up, because it's difficult, showing up imperfectly. Today we covered the vocal skills that we tried out and tried to start experimenting with, as well as our journey into starting music production. It's all things that were completely new to us in this episode. I'd say we had fun, we learned things, we got further along to where we want to be someday. I think in the next episode we're going to the doctors and trying to figure out what's wrong with our body. So yeah, if you're interested in that, tune in. If not, number 5 I think is talking about mental health. 6 is going to be vocal exercise again. So tune in when you want to, and I'll see you around. Bye.